So good evening everyone, this is Aditya and I will be your host for today's session. Our today's session is about Prepare for a Cosmic Adventure by SS Citizen Science Group in collaboration with Hexstar Universe. SS Citizen Science Group is an international citizen science group for members and participants of astronomical citizen science projects around the world and encourage other people to participate in the citizen science projects. Our first speaker for today is Shourjya Pal. He is a cosmic artisan SS Citizen Science Group member who has stepped into the realm of imagination. So without further ado, I request Shourjya to start with today's session.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Please give me some time to. Is my screen visible? Mm, one sir
No, currently we
and
cannot
Gaurav.
see anything. Yeah, it is now visible.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah, but just sharing
Hello.
nothing.
Hello.
Yeah, Shourjya, your screen is visible, but it is showing nothing. No slides are visible.
Okay, okay. Good evening, everyone. I am Shourjya Pal. I am 8 grade. Yeah. It's showing nothing.
Yes, we can now see the screen.
Yes, as it is, sir. Hello.
Shourjya, yeah, you are not clearly audible. Can you please pardon?
So now, is it visible?
Yes, the screen is now visible.
Please reply. It's like, good evening, everyone. I am Shourjya Pal. I am an 8th student of North English Academy, which is located at Lucknow. And I'm very grateful to Hexstar Universe and Artisan Science Group to give me a chance to speak in this webinar along with Amritanshu Vajpayee sir and Gourav Banerjee. Actually, from when I was 7 years old, I started to read newspapers. There are any peculiar things were published based on space. Yeah, and not others. Okay. So
Shordo, what you can do is you can join from another device also at the same time. And you keep this presenting device to mute and then speak from the second device. If this is creating a problem, then you join from a mobile device or smartphone also.
So I think Shourjya is having some issues, so we can go on with the next speaker if we can, and then he can do his part at the last. Is it okay?
Yeah, that can be good. Yes.
So next speaker for today's session is Mr. Amritanshu Vajpayee. He is a national convenor, Saptarishi, India, director, S.K.Y Foundation at Lucknow, manager, iSTEAM Moon Over Us, and will be embarking us on a celestial voyage with us. So without further ado, I request Amritanshu sir to start with today's session.
Greetings all. I hope I am audible as well as visible to you. So this is Amritanshu Vajpayee, and at the outset, I extend my wholehearted thanks to this joint initiative today, taken by Hex-Star Universe and SS Citizen Science Group on this virtual platform. I also congratulate the SS Citizen Science Group for opening up of or the inaugural session of one of the new ventures or one of the new initiatives of SS Citizen Science Group today at Malda, if I am not wrong. So today, as I have been invited by the esteemed set of organizers to take you all into a small journey into the field of citizen science, that what all are the different opportunities that are available. So I shall be taking you to a little bit of, you can say, introductory part into the citizen science projects, and with you can say, a lot of details about the state and the progress of the citizen science. It definitely will be taught the young Shourjya and our experienced Dr. Gourav Banerjee, our mentor also. So without further ado, let me share my screen, and I hope that now my screen becomes visible to you all. So I'm just sharing the screen. Is my shared presentation visible, and am I clearly audible?
Yes, sir.
Sure, thank you. So, you know what I am just going to do is, we just are going to present a little bit of, you can say, tidbit of chit chat into this latest ABC of astronomy in the 21st century. And as we say, the alphabets, they define the language. And 21st century is the century or the era of science, in which we have to define an entirely new way to explain the alphabet. And typically speaking, looking at the futuristic approach, definitely there is no doubt that A today stands for astronomy, and C, without any doubt, most definitely stands for citizen science. So as has gone the topic today, we are just going to deal with the different citizen science projects that are available with respect to exploring the cosmos by sitting on, or you can say at our locations, respective locations. And this field of connectivity has provided us with a huge opportunity in which we can do astronomy, or in fact any form of science, by sitting at our respective locations, because it has become, in the era of globalization, the entire data has become a shared family. So first of all, what actually is the citizen science, and what is its need in the field of astronomy? So, you know, right now you can say the professionals are there engaged in the different fields, doing the research, hardcore research in the field of science. And what they really actually do is, they are getting a tremendous amount of data. The inflow of the data is huge with regards to the scientific research. And but you know what happens is, the amount of the quantum of the people who are available professionally to analyze that particular set of data, to produce some meaningful information at the preliminary level, so that a particular language of that particular research really can be defined, it really can be derived, and really can be designed. That quantum of the people is really less. So here comes a little bit, you can say, a mixed approach, in which the people who have at the citizen level, they really can be brought up a ladder higher, and they can collaborate with the professional scientists in the field of data collection, its analysis and interpretation. And there is a huge advantage because it really can be a stepping stone at a very preliminary level for contributing to the research projects and making the people understand the cosmos in which we reside in, the world around us, the environment that really surrounds us. So, any sort of a science that is being done by collaborating with the professionals as a citizen, as a global citizen, that comes under the purview or the ambit of citizen science. And the most important of the, you can say, the outcomes of the citizen science definitely is the democratization of the availability of the opportunities, because it allows you to engage with the data, they engage with the phenomena in the name of science that is observed all around us in a very meaningful manner. And then you become a direct contributor, not simply you can say that heterotrophic mode of nutrition, but you contribute to the really you can say as an important mode of discovery. For example, anything can be a part of the citizen science. Just take the case of moon. Then we have been observing it since antiquity. Moon is one of the most, you can say, brightest object in the most popular objects in the night. And tomorrow, perhaps on Monday, 8th of April, there is one phenomena that is going to happen, that is going to be observed from the North American continent in the areas around, that is known as solar eclipse. They are going to observe the eclipse with the involvement of sun, moon, and earth in a very definitive manner. So you can say there are tremendous opportunities with regards to the citizen science, and all these they can be presented on a coherent manner with the help of citizen science platforms. And that simply you are contributing to the discoveries, okay, well and good, but you are contributing to the information, the valid, the certified information which could be used for the researchers in the future studies, that could be used to beautify the lively the style, the lives that is the beautify this life, the way in which we live, and to contribute to the quantum of the knowledge that we have gained since that the question that we have been asking since time immemorial: who am I? So from where the life began, are we alone in the universe? All such sort of queries, you can really contribute, you can be a part to answering perhaps these queries. So it not only will benefit the scientific community, but also the general public. By the way, this is just, you can say, a recap or a rewind of what I just showed in the previous slide, but in a different manner. So now we are coming to the different parts of, you can say, the different programs of the citizen science that are available, that really are popular, and I have taken them from the different platforms that are available from the internet. And one of them that really is a popular field, it has become, you can say, very, very popular platform is the Zooniverse. It has got an entire compendium of the citizen science projects. And over it, if you browse through it, if you have got an account with the Zooniverse, you will find a very unique sort of a program that is known as burst chasers. So first of all, it classifies the light curves over the gamma ray bursts. So these gamma ray bursts, they are the immensely energetic explosions that have been observed in the distant galaxies. And this project really focuses on the shape of the pulses within the light curves. And you can identify the different gamma ray bursts with the specific shape of a pulse. And scientists, they really are interested in analyzing these light curves. That is, when you do the photometry and all those things. So you really can be a part of the scientific pursuit by helping the scientists in the classification of the light curves. And then you can really contribute from where these sudden, these gamma ray bursts, they are observed from massive star explosions, or they are the merger of the neutron stars or black holes. So this is a very prospective citizen science project. You really can be a part of it. Then another, you can say, this very, very popular citizen science project is Spectacular. So it basically deals with transient luminous events. So these transient luminous events, these are very extremely short-lived events that are associated with either the total or partial destruction of an astrophysical object. So we say, you can say on a very comprehensive manner, it is time astronomy. So you really can, you can say, collect the information from the observations of the sprites and the other optical phenomena that fall under this category of TLEs by associating with this spectacular event, and the database that is going to be generated from the observations, it will, because they are making the cataloging of these transient lunar events. So you can really contribute to the cataloging of these TLEs, and that can work wonders for the scientific studies. Then apart from that, there are few more projects that really are popular, and one of those popular events definitely is the disk detective. So you know, there is a WISE mission of NASA which is surveying this whole sky at the infrared wavelength. If you take the full form of the acronym, the WISE stands for Wide Field Infrared Survey Explorer, that is WISE. So you know what happens is, in this detective, you get the data from WISE, you examine it, and the WISE and the other surveys search for the depth of the disk, which are almost similar to the asteroid belt that is found in our solar system, or the primordial disk, which is nursery, or in fact the birthplace of the planets. So you again become a contributor to this pursuit of science in another manner. Then when we talk about the citizen science, then India can't be left behind. So definitely there is one of those R&D at home that is being developed by one of the, you can say, premier professional astronomer, Dr. Professor Ananda Hutta from Mumbai, and this is his initiative, and this is one of those first citizen science initiations in the field of astronomy that came out, where if you are a college student or an undergraduate student, definitely you can do a multi-wavelength extragalactic astronomy by under this project. And as you can say, as an initiative, this has been growing up as a startup, and it has been recognized under the UGC also. And a lot of research, you can say, pursuits, they have gone through this R&D at home. So you really can be a contributor to this extragalactic astronomical classification. Then there is one more center, that is Pune Knowledge Center, and they also engage in the different citizen science projects apart from the professional ones. So one of the projects that currently really active is finding out the features in the galaxy images. It still is going on. The other classification of the quasars and all, they are planned in the future. So that is the currently published study from the different astronomical catalog, the data set which is not adequate when we are trying to detail the features of a galaxy image. Then so what they really do is they explore the multi-band images, and in those multi-band images they really are finding out the scope for further investigation, finding out the further subtle features to understand the morphology and the other things related to galaxy and clusters with a new outlook, new perspective, and the data is immense. So the citizen science projects really can go a long ahead. So, and then apart from that, you know, what happens is there are a lot of other activities that really can, that you really can enjoy to be a part of. That is from equinox to equinox in India, it really comes. There is something known as zero shadow day between the different tropics. So if you are, this is, you can say, a shadow play, which you really can enjoy, and then not simply enjoy, but you can observe, and allied from that, you can do a lot of activities at the personal and at the group level as well. We had also been engaged in the zero shadow day activities with our different collaborators, and perhaps those who are living over the Tropic of Cancer, you do not find, that is above the Tropic of Cancer, you don't have a zero shadow day, but on the solstice you have the minimum shadow day. Minimum shadow is there. A person who is living on the Tropic of Cancer or on the Tropic of Capricorn, you have got zero shadow day once, and the people who are living between the tropics, that is below the Tropic of Cancer or above the Tropic of Capricorn, in that particular region, you find zero shadow day twice a year. Twice, you know, you get zero shadow. And then there are specific dates, and all those calendars, they are being published by on the website of the Astronomical Society of India. And then there are different outreach activities with regards to IIA, of which obviously which will be talked about by Dr. Gourav Banerjee. So this Zero Shadow Day is, you can say, very self-explanatory, very energetic activity in which you really can be part of, and you can do a lot of activities while exploring the sun in the form of the shadow. You can plot a shadow profile. You can really work out while playing with the shadow of the sun by using a gnomon and just simply a graph paper observing the sun and its shadow. You really can find out the geographical north. And on that particular Zero Shadow Day, if you have got collaborations with the people living on the same latitude, spread across a certain different, you can say, finite long distance, you can perhaps find out the velocity of the rotation of the Earth. So, and then of course there is a very famous Eratosthenes experiment also for finding out the circumference of the Earth to a certain level of, you can say, error and accuracy. So all these activities, they really can be clubbed together under this Zero Shadow Day event. And there you really need to collaborate with the people who are living in the Zero Shadow area and who are living outside the Zero Shadow area. So the presence, whether you are a part to Zero Shadow or you are not a party to the Zero Shadow, but your Zero Shadow Day or Zero Shadow, whether the Zero Shadow Day happens at your place or not. So you really can contribute to really understanding the natural phenomena of the solstices. Then you really get to understand when is the day when the sun actually rises in the east and sets in the west, how many days a year, then how the sun moves actually 1 degree towards the east or towards the west, that is the Uttarayan and the Dakshinan. And so all these activities, they really can be clubbed together under these Zero Shadow Day events. Then of course, this is one of those projects which we have been a part of, under the International Astronomical Search Collaboration, the asteroid search, in which the citizen scientists, if you are having a Windows-based system and of course Linux also to a certain extent, no mobile, proper internet connectivity, proficiency over astrometrical software, and some dedicated time and perseverance, if you have a combination of these four, you really can be a part of glory, and you really can detect the asteroid at the preliminary level by using this particular phenomena, that is the scientific images from the pan-stars observatories. You receive, you analyze them, you do the plate solving, or in fact the data reduction is being done by you, and then you observe the blinked images, and then you come to a few conclusions with regards to the true signature of a moving asteroid, and you submit your observations to International Astronomical Search Collaboration, who in turn contact Minor Planets Center, and then they conclude, and all those things, they really come up. And then you are given a preliminary detection status once it is being verified by IASC and LPC. And then after a certain period of time, that is upgraded to a provisional status if it is being monitored second time. And then then they come into the field of the establishing the orbital characteristics. So once this determination of the orbit is being done by observing the planet at a certain number of oppositions, then it comes under the category of the numbered asteroid. And then after the number is being done, definitely a time will come when you may be given an opportunity to name the asteroid as you and your team that they were the first discoverers. Then of course we have got iSTEAM Moon Over Us as one of the flagship programs, as it was given by in the introduction by the honorable moderator. We do try to aim the students from the age group of 8 to 12 and all around the world, and to try to make them become cultural astronomers. And there is a blend between the naked eye astronomy and the technology integration. So definitely it is a STEAM project where participants, they survey the moon with the help of their naked eyes, and definitely with the help of the technological instrument that is available in front of in their hands, that is the mobile phone and cameras, the telescopes if they have. Then there are cultural discussions, then the scientific discussions of the students from all around the world. Then they reflect upon it. And so it definitely is one of the unique projects. And then the students, they really come to all these conclusions. These are the little bit of discussions that do really happen when we are talking about the science. And so these are a few of the images that really have been taken by the participants of the people, the young students. Towards the right, you can see students from Romania who had participated with us in 2021, experimenting with the craters. And towards the left, you can see the student from our Kendri Vidyalaya, Ajimala, trying to observe the crater of the moon and scaling properly, and all those mathematics involved on the mosaic of the moon and doing all those things. Then we have also been associated with Last Cumulus Observatory as global sky partners, and then we try to observe the moon and try to spot the different features of the moon by using this telescopic time on the 0.4 meter LC robotic telescope. We have also got a handbook of the observation. So these are a few, we can say, the observations that I have taken to showcase in front of you, that how you really can observe the moon in the different formats, and you can try to spot out the different features on the moon. And we have also got a higher level of association with the LCO under the photometry project, where we facilitate using 0.4 meter telescope time the students, and where they target galaxy, nebula, and open star clusters, and then they try to do a little bit of understanding of the subtle astronomical features. And recently we have also been involved in the exoplanet transits as well. And if I am very happy to announce that a few of the students, they even have done their MSc thesis on the observation of the exoplanet, and they have come out in flying colors under this particular proposal. So you all are invited. And these are a few of the images that have been taken by a few of our students from last year. And the current this year study, they are actually under process. So I am not under, there are a few obligations, so I am not able to share the current images with you all. And with these words, I thank all the people who are involved in the different citizen science projects, who have guided me from time to time, from Ms. Bonnie Kluber to LCO, Dr. Edward Gomez, Dr. Carlton Pennypacker, and my mentors, Dr. Bharat Adur, Dr. Professor Narendra Bhandari, Mr. S. N. Sukumar, Chitra Ma'am, Tushar Purohit, Dr. Suresh Iyer, and of course, the collaborators, Shri Shovanacharya, and the never, you can say, eliminating spirit of SS Citizen Science Group. With these words, I thank you all. So for more details, you can reach us out at these emails. And I wholeheartedly thank SS Citizen Science Group and Hex-Star Universe for providing me this opportunity. Thank you all.
Thank you, Amritanshu sir, for this wonderful presentation. If anybody is having any queries regarding this presentation, you can just ask him.
Perhaps, sir, we can take the queries later because we have got one more esteemed speaker also.
Okay, sir. So our third speaker for today's session is Dr. Gourav Banerjee. He is a cosmic navigator. Currently, he is working as a postdoctoral researcher at Indian Institute of Astrophysics. He is also the author of Becoming an Astronomer. So join us as he unveils the secrets of the universe. Now over to Gaurav, sir.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening to everybody. I hope I am audible, right?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Yeah. So I will just keep my video shut off. Yeah. So first of all, definitely thanks to Amritanshu ji for this wonderful speaking, giving up the details about what is citizen science. It is definitely an enlightening one for, I guess, every participant who is present, who is today participating. Thanks to Hex-Star Universe and also SS Citizen Science Group, because we know that there is a new initiative they have started, which is Citizen Science Lab. So it's good to see that this concept, which we are speaking for around 1 or 2 years, it has now started. Thanks to everyone, every participant of today's. So let me share the screen. And what I would like to focus today is to give a brief idea about, yes, obviously what is citizen science, which Amritanshu ji has very nicely explained. And if you want to participate in these kind of activities, and if you, in future, after doing citizen science, if you want to take astronomy as a career, so if someone wants to think that I want to become an astronomer, what you should do. So this brief idea I would like to give, but before that, let us come to a point that during these days, see, we have to understand that astronomy is a subject which is an abstract subject. You cannot bring the objects which you are studying in astronomy to your lab. So why we should study astronomy? Yes, it is important to know why we should study astronomy. So these are some of the very basic points which highlights why we need to study astronomy nowadays also. So first of all, yes, astronomy is the subject which gives us the understanding, the best understanding how nature works. To know about ourselves, to know about our existence, origin, how Earth came into existence, how life came into existence, we have to study space. We have to study the astronomical objects. We have to study our own solar system, the history of Earth, the study of origin of our solar system, the study of our stars. So these are some of the basic facts for which we need to study astronomy definitely. Now, another aspect is, since if we can go to outer space, if we can study the objects which are not in our Earth, which are in outer space, in the deep realms of the cosmos, so that outer space provides you the best laboratory, the most extreme laboratory which you can ever imagine. You cannot make a laboratory with extreme conditions in our Earth. So I will just give an example for this, and understanding these things, if we can study nature, how nature works, we need an extreme laboratory for that. And that extreme laboratory, that natural laboratory for us is the outer space. And for that, we need to study astronomy. So the knowledge which is developed with the help of astronomy is basically fundamental knowledge. And that fundamental knowledge generally does not help human beings. Not today or tomorrow, because if we see, if suppose we are studying, as Amritanshu was speaking, that suppose some burst is happening, some explosion is happening in space, some supernova is happening. So if we are studying the supernova today, the knowledge which we are gaining from that understanding how a star dies might not help us today, because it's an abstract subject. But the profound application of that knowledge can be received in later times. And that also I will give one example to explain why I am saying this. So to basically, to make our own lives comfortable inside Earth, inside your own country or your own city or village, we need to study astronomy. My friends, why I am telling this, let me give a brief example of this. You see, this is sun. Now, if you look at the sun during the sunset time or sunrise time, it looks very calm and quiet. It doesn't look like it is a fireball or it's a ball of burning gas. But if you look at the same sun with the help of some different type of telescopes, this is an image, or this is a video captured by one of the solar and heliospheric observatory, which is a solar or sun telescope. Now, this image has been captured using X-rays. So with the help of X-ray, if you capture the same sun, now you see that sun is not at all a simple, calm and quiet place, right? You see burning ball or burning gases coming out, fire coming out from sun. So suppose if we can take the picture of this emanating fire, what it will look like? It looks like this. These are known as technically as solar flares, matter coming out of sun almost every second or every minute. And any of this such solar flare or huge amount of burning gas and material coming out of sun, if you take a picture and with the help of computer simulation, if we see that if we place our own Earth in front of that one solar flare, our Earth is like this. So this solar flare which was captured was more than 72 lakh kilometer long. It was in 1999. Now, why I am showing this picture to you, just to give an idea how big the sun is. By number, many of you know that sun is 13 lakh times bigger than our Earth. Means our sun can actually capture or 13 lakh Earths. 13 lakh Earths can fit inside one sun. But as I was telling, space offers us the most extreme laboratory. Do you have ever wondered which are the biggest stars in the universe? Our sun is a star. It can hold 13 lakh Earths, but you have to understand that our sun is not the biggest star in the universe. This is a very mediocre, medium-shaped star. So if we go to a similar kind of picture where we take a picture of a very big star, very huge star known as this, This technical name, no need to remember, this is known as NML Cygni. And this star is so big that if you put our own sun in front of this star, our sun looks like a single pixel, single dot. This star is 700 crore times bigger than 700 crore feet inside this star. So this is what I was telling, that our space, astronomy, the outer space offers the most extreme laboratory. Anything extreme, whatever we can think of, we can explore the most extreme cases when we go to space. So if this is the size comparison of our own star with the biggest stars, you can say, you can find all extreme things, most extreme, unimaginable things in space, whatever is almost impossible to get in our own Earth. And that is why it is important to study astronomy. I have also told that astronomy makes our lives comfortable. For example, take this picture. You know that during 1969, these three people, Neil Armstrong, Edwin Aldrin, and Pedro Collins, they went to moon for the first time. Now the question is, this Apollo 11 mission, or this Apollo mission which took man to moon for the first time, did this Apollo mission help general human beings? A general normal human being, a normal person, how they were helped by this Apollo mission? So much money was spent, right? But my friends, gradually we have come to know that even this Apollo mission helped humanity a lot. Some examples are this. So for this purpose, for developing this Apollo mission, for successfully launching this Apollo mission, so many technologies were developed, so many things were invented. And one of these is, many of you nowadays use in your home, these water purifiers, this water purification process, this any kind of water purifier, any company's water purifier you use, this water for Apollo mission. You see the insulation in house, this was first developed for this same mission. The pacemaker, basically the programmable pacemaker, which is saving so many lives nowadays in the world. This programmable pacemaker was developed for the same Apollo mission. So there are so many things which we can go on telling. In 1960s, who actually thought that for sending man to moon, we will get something known as a programmable pacemaker. We will be able to make something known as water purifier or kidney dialysis machine. During that time, nobody thought of these things. But this is how astronomy helps us. It is an abstract subject. The knowledge, the fundamental knowledge about science and nature works which we receive by studying astronomy today, that will help us maybe 20 years later, maybe 50 years later. But that definitely helps us. And nowadays, during this time of internet and mobile phone, satellite technology, not a single person in the world can claim that I have no connection with astronomy. I am not helped by astronomy. That person might not know how he is being helped, but not a single person in this world nowadays can claim that I am not being helped by the knowledge developed by astronomy, study of astronomy. These are very basic examples which I am giving. I can go on continuing for this, but I will now shift to some other portion. Yes, for gaining astronomical knowledge, what we professional people have to do, as Amritanshu ji has told, that we being professional astronomy researchers or astronomers, we have to study the astronomical objects. And for studying them, we have to do it using very sophisticated instruments, very sophisticated telescopes. And these telescopes are placed in various remote places of the world, which are known as astronomical observatories. So you see in our own India also, this is one of the very famous astronomical observatory of our India. This is known as Vainu Observatory, which is operated by Indian Institute of Astrophysics, controlled from Bangalore. Now, this is a place which is known as a Kavalur. This Kavalur is a small forest-laden, you see, is fully covered with forest. Forest-laden hilly area, hilly village in Tamil Nadu near Vellore district, near Vellore. So, presently I am located here. I am talking to you people sitting somewhere in this place in my guest house inside Kavalur Observatory. So these are some of the telescopes which are present. There are so many telescopes in this particular observatory with which we can study the space, with which we can study astronomical objects. One of such telescope is this at our observatory, at this observatory. So if suppose any one of you in future want to visit this observatory, you can see all these telescopes and how it functions. So So you see, compared to this telescope, when we are standing nearby, a person is standing, these are really large telescopes. And this 40-inch telescope at Cavalier Observatory is a very historical one. This is the telescope with which rings of Uranus was discovered. So like this, we actually require the very sophisticated instrumentation and telescope systems for discovering or for studying astronomy. Apart from telescopes which are placed in our own soil, that is Earth, you people know that we have also sent telescope systems or sophisticated telescopes in space. So two most famous telescopes, I hope that everybody of you have heard the name of these two instruments. These two are wonderful instruments. First one is Hubble Space Telescope and the second one is James Webb Space Telescope. Both are working now. This Hubble Space Telescope is working with the optical data, the light which we can see with our naked eye. And James Webb Space Telescope is watching the universe in infrared light. So these type of wonderful, sophisticated instruments help us to capture the beauties, the mysteries of the universe. Now, only capturing the beauties of the universe or only getting the data will not reveal anything. As you have been told by Amritanshu ji, that data nowadays, as our sophisticated instrumentation has developed, we have high amount of data coming every day from different telescopes, either space-based telescopes, observatories, or ground-based observatories. Extremely huge amount of data is coming. And who will analyze that data? Who will take care of that data? That data is raw data. If you cannot analyze that data, we will not know about the astronomical objects, the features, the properties, what is going on about in different astronomical objects, their different astronomical phenomena. To explain them, we need to analyze the data. Now that data analysis is definitely done by astronomers, but nowadays the data is becoming so huge that the concept of citizen science has come into active phase. So this citizen science concept means, as you already have some idea, that contributing in professional astronomy by any citizen of this world, whether devoid of any of your age limit, your background, your qualification, religion, nationhood, whoever you are, if you are a citizen of our world, if you are interested to contribute in astronomy research up to a certain level, then you can do by the help of joining different projects under this tagline known as citizen science. So I will not go to the very details, only I would like to mention that, see, my friends, astronomy is a very rare subject where even so many amateurs, so many non-professionals can contribute. Astronomy is the only, I guess, science subject where most contribution has come from, not from professionals, but from amateurs. You see these big names, Copernicus, Galileo, Herschel, Groth-Reber, David Levy, Giordano Bruno. There are, this list can go on forever. There are so many big astronomers whom we respect, who have really changed our view of the universe. They were not professional astronomers. They were amateurs. They were very simply, they liked to do astronomy. They loved to know about the nature, and that's why they did astronomy. So nowadays, there is a platform definitely where all the citizen science projects related to astronomy is already uploaded, almost. So you can go to this particular platform known as zooniverse.org. Go, just scroll down, you will see there is a section known as space. Click there, you will see all the projects related to astronomy or space science, which is active now. You can join any one of them free of cost, no cost is necessary, just according to your wish. There can be projects related to different aspects, as Amritanshu ji was telling, related to galaxy classification, related to stars, related to disks, astrophysical disks, related to sun, even gravitational wave, black holes. So many things are there. You do not need any particular expertise, any training, any specialized background. Just what you need is your interest and a particular laptop set, which is obviously required, and internet. Now, these citizen science people, common people from different parts of the world helping in citizen science, this has also led to a number of published research papers, original research solutions in astronomy. As I have mentioned, as Amritanshu ji also mentioned, that in India, the first citizen science project in any field was started by Dr. Anand Dehota. He is a very well-known astronomer of India. So this is RAD at home. That means any particular graduate student, it is a little bit difficult project. Any graduate student, you can become a part of this particular project, this citizen science project, which deals with radio astronomy. Now, apart from that, presently the Pune Knowledge Cluster, it is an organization from Pune and Indian Institute of Astrophysics. They have started this initiative. They have their own citizen science project which is running, which is known as this 1 million galaxies. So there are citizen science projects in the Zooniverse platform for classifying galaxies, but till now, this is the only project where you need not have to classify to the galaxy. You have to find features, different galaxies. In different images of galaxies, the galaxies contain different types of features. So you can help in finding different features of galaxies. What you have to do, you go to this website, go to this particular get started, you will see all details given, what you have to do. You may just log in with, just create an account, log in, and you will get all the instructions. You will start getting images and you can start analyzing, or you can start finding features in galaxy images. Now these galaxy images are taken by the 8.2 meter Subaru telescope, which is placed in Southern America. So this telescope has helped in a huge survey of discovering so many galaxies. But now we need the help of amateur astronomy people, citizen science people. So much of images are coming, but we need to understand what are the features in those galaxies images are present. So this is one of the very first project which has been our citizen science project, where one can actually take the picture of a galaxy, you get the picture of a galaxy and help finding different characteristics or features of the galaxy images. And yes, definitely there is the citizen science group, SS citizen science group. If you are finding any difficulty, I am not understanding what to do, how to do, so you can definitely join this SS citizen science group. This is the WhatsApp citizen science group for astronomy in India, and you can definitely join this group. And there are so many expert citizen scientists like Amritanshu Ji, like even Shourjya, who is a young boy, but he is becoming an expert in citizen science programs. So there are in almost every state, the citizen science group is now spread, and you will get good guidance from those experts how to go on with different citizen science group projects. I will just come to this group. Yeah, at present they are dealing with more than 20 projects. I guess over 3,000 volunteers are working for this group all over India, and the WhatsApp group actually is having more than 300 members. So one project which Amritanshu Ji was highlighting, this is a wonderful project where any general public, any person can help in finding new asteroids. And you know who were the first Indians, means not professionals, who were the first citizen science Indians, non-professional Indians who first found asteroids? They were actually two school students from Delhi Public School. So you can get this news from here. So it was published in 2011, and this actually started a huge hype, which has resulted nowadays that so many citizen scientists are coming. Even the NASA's the youngest citizen scientist is from Calcutta, who is presently a 10-year-old boy. By I guess when it was published, he was a 9-year-old boy. So this boy has, Arush Nashkor, has also helped in finding 5 new asteroid candidates. And the next speaker of ours, Shourjya, you see, you will recognize he is a speaker today. He is also an active member of citizen science. He is also sitting in home helping in citizen science, finding new asteroids, different types of activities, being a member of this group. There, apart from boys, there are also girls. There are also, you see all these girls, all these people who are not even professional astronomers, and the initiatives of these citizen scientists have also led to research paper publication in one of the, or even topmost journals of the world. So this can be done. Without going to any details, I will just take maybe 2, 3, 4 more minutes. So if after doing all these things, if you start loving the subject, if you think that I want to become an astronomer, what you have to do? First is you have to have these 3 particular things in your mind. You have to be passionate, you have to have patience, you have to be punctual. These 3 qualities are extremely necessary for becoming a good astronomer. Developing the fundamental knowledge as early as possible about astronomical systems, astronomy, reading books, using internet, visiting different science centers, museums, searching for authentic information. These are necessary. And nowadays, citizen science is an option which gives you that how to develop fundamental knowledge. And definitely you can use internet. Developing knowledge about astronomy as early as possible is a basic requirement which will help you if you want to become an astronomer. Now, for developing astronomy knowledge, you can also, apart from citizen science groups, you can also join any amateur or astronomy organization group. Nowadays, almost every big city, near to a big city in India, you will find some astronomy organization. So it is better if you can join some of the astronomy organizations, amateur groups, and start interacting with them. You will gain knowledge. The oldest amateur astronomy group of India is this one, which is situated at Pune, Jyotirvidya Porisanstha. But apart from Jyotirvidya Porisanstha, you have many other groups are there. If you join the citizen science group, you will see there are so many group members from different amateur astronomy organizations of India. They are also members here. So that helps. So become a member, become not even a member, just try to visit these places, try to know about the sky, about the subject, interact with people who are like-minded, who loves astronomy. This helps you. And gradually, when you cross your 10th standard, by that 10th standard, if you have very basic understanding, knowledge about astronomy, that is helpful. After 10th standard, definitely you have to go to pure science stream. You have to take physics, chemistry, and mathematics. And my friend, you have to have extreme deep understanding about physics and mathematics and computer programming to become a good astronomer nowadays. Whatever you do, everything is okay. But if you want to become a professional astronomer, then you have to acquire extreme good command, in-depth understanding about astronomy, about physics, mathematics, and computer programming. Presently, astronomy community uses Python programming, different other programming, whatever it is, you have to understand these things very well. Definitely English fluency, reading, writing, and listening skills, these are also important. So when you go to higher standard, after 12th standard, when you are going to college, nowadays it's better to take graduation or BSc or BS with physics or astrophysics as major. There are different places in India where astrophysics major is there, also with physics major is there. So, well, there is a course known as Bachelor of Science BS at Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. There are so many places where you can take BSc in physics or at least astrophysics also. So that time onwards, from graduation onwards, your real journey starts for becoming an astronomer. After graduation, you can do masters in physics. You can obviously do masters in astronomy and astrophysics. And at the last, after doing masters, the last end game is PhD. You have to be PhD. You have to complete your doctorate in astronomy and astrophysics. And for doctorate purpose, there are some certain exams which I will not highlight now because I know many of you are very young. So there are so many good institutes in India presently where astronomy PhD can be done. I did my astronomy PhD from this place, Christ University, Bangalore, where you can join from BSc level to PhD postdoc level in astronomy. Definitely, presently, I am in this place, IIA, Indian Institute of Astrophysics, which is headquartered at Bangalore. This is one of the most premier institutes in India for astronomy research and astrophysics research. Another premier institute is this from Pune, Inter-University Center for Astronomy and Astrophysics, Pune. And apart from that, if you were thinking about Calcutta, Calcutta also has some good research institutes like this one, S.N. Bose National Center for Basic Sciences, Calcutta. This also has a division, a complete division of astrophysics and cosmology. So for getting admission for PhD in these places, you need to first complete your graduation, post-graduation, and then sit for proper exams, which is just on NET, and then you can be qualified to get a PhD from these places. So if I know this is difficult to remember that how to become an astronomer within 5 minutes I am telling, if anyone can get hold of this book from Amazon, this is a guidebook where I have in detail mentioned how to become an astronomer. you will see all these details have been written here. And I feel I would like to stop here. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Sir, am I audible now, sir? Please reply. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, is my screen visible, sir? Yeah. Good evening to one and all present over here. I am Shourjya Pal, 8th student of North Point English Academy, which is located at Malda, West Bengal. I am very glad and honored to participate in this webinar along with other citizens, other scientists like Dr. Gourav Banerjee and Amritanshu Vajpayee, sir. And from when I was 7 years old, I started to read the newspaper. There are many peculiar things were published. One day I read that a strange disc-shaped structure named Oumuamua is passing nearby the Earth at the year of 2017. As the news was published, I thought that can I observe the object just with my eyes? So at that night, with keen interest, I went to my rooftop and I tried to see whether the object was visible or not. But I could not find the object. But in spite of that, I saw a meteorite on the sky. I was fascinated by seeing that, and this is how my interest started to gain in this field. Then, as I made this sky watching as my habit, each and every day I saw something new. Then I understood that many natural things are happening in our whole earth regularly, and outside the earth also in the space there are innumerable things happening, and we are just seeing certain glimpses of it in the night sky. Then I started to know more and more about what's happening into the space. Now some of my neighbors and friends asked me that what is the perimeter or area of the whole universe, and now came the concept of imagination. As in our daily life, we are seeing each and every object which is having a starting point and an ending point. And we are applying the theory to our universe too. But the fact is that in the whole universe, there are innumerable galaxies. And one of the galaxies is our Milky Way. Then at a corner or interior side of our Milky Way, our solar system is there, and our Earth is a small, means very minute part of the solar system that Gaurav Banerjee sir has told. And within in the Earth there are 7 continents, and within those continents there are many countries, and our country consists of 140 crore people, and we are a part of that. So, is it possible for anyone to calculate the never-ending universe? No, right? It's completely foolish to run for this answer, but we can study as far as we can. For that, I told my father to provide me with some space related books and encyclopedias, as I had an interest to read books from my very early age. From there, I knew about several things to which I was not used to before, and several star watching apps like Stellarium and Star Work also helped me in seeing the constellations and the night sky and worked as a map for me. Then I started gaining interest in astrophotography and have split several photos of the stellar objects through my father's mobile phone. But one day, a thought struck my mind that why don't I create something new about space with some reality and imagination? Now, here comes the mixture of reality and imagination. If you draw something with your imagination, you have to put certain reality to it. You have to put an artwork which is made with full imagination and no realism becomes an abstract painting. But in this session, we are talking about the astronomical paintings or models, and we have to know where and how imagination diffuses with reality. Reality is which are you seeing with your eyes, and the imagination is something which we can see with the help of our mind. The perfect application of this is the famous painting of Van Gogh, Vincent Van Gogh, which is the Starry Night. In a Bengali journal I read a few days ago about the complete thing of Starry Night, and it says that the Starry Night was is a piece of work which was being drawn by Van Gogh in France. According to several scientists, the probable time in which the painting was drawn was around quarter to six in the dawn, early morning. But the fact is that the moon, which we can see in the picture in the right hand top corner, was not the real position of the moon of the night sky of France at the time before sunrise. So, can we say that it was made full of imagination? No, as the positions of the other stars were matching with the real position. Only the position of the Venus and the moon were not matching. But we can see on the other hand that Van Gogh wrote his brother a few weeks ago in a letter that he has seen the beautiful Venus and the moon from his window at the evening time, and the Venus was so mesmerizing. Then the scientists saw the footage of the night sky of France 2 weeks before the probable date of drawing with the help of Stellarium and other apps, other advanced apps, and the position of the Venus and the moon matched with the position of the moon and the Venus in the picture. Then the scientists concluded that Van Gogh has thought of the bright Venus and the moon for 2 or more weeks and created a type of collage with the view of other stars before sunrise and the position of moon and the bright Venus of the night sky, which was 2 weeks before the painting. So, for creating a piece of work, you must have to think with your imagination for some time in your mind. You will see that many concepts will come into your mind, but you have to choose the which will be most suitable for you and attractive for you. So the basic concept is that you must keep a balance in realism and imagination. Now, I have to go back to 2020 to start my cosmic art journey. I also had an app to search for latest news in the websites like NASA Kids and ESA Kids. I saw that it was NASA Kids who was arranging an art competition named NASA Space Place Art Challenge and asking for the unique drawings with our own thinking and not copied ones from Google and other browsers. I got a chance there to mix my imagination with reality. The topic was that NASA's rocket Sentinel-6 was programmed to be launched at November 2020. The mission of the satellite was to check the water level and the climate change of the Earth. The challenge was given to us at October month to draw the Sentinel-6 with our imagination, which was not enclosed yet. And how would it be welcome to the space? I thought for some days and created this artwork, which you can see. I'm showing here. I thought that when we are going to someone's house, they are welcoming us. So why don't Sentinel-6 be welcomed by the space when it is going out from the Earth? It was a combination of watercolor, pastel, and pencil color. Then I needed to fill a form and attach that with my painting and had to send it to NASA by email. I saw that the age limit for participation was up to 12 years and I was 10 then. So I was very much glad to see that my age was too less than 12 and I was eligible for that. After sending the email, I was so eager that I was checking the website for the result each and every day. And after a week, I lost my interest and stopped seeing the result. But 3 days later, an email came to me which accomplished my artwork and it came from NASA. I checked the website then. Only 12 artworks were selected totally from all the entries of the world, and my one was one of those. My artwork was displayed in the website for 1 month. I got the energy from there and I promised to work more in the future. And then coming back to 2023, it was the asteroid day. And on the occasion of that, European Space Agency, ESA, Kids, has organized a competition on asteroids and told us to make one art or model based on that topic. Then I thought to draw something at first, but then changed my decision to make something new. I took some pebbles from my garden, means some stones, and painted those with black color to make asteroids and comets. Then I took a black art paper and a white art paper. With the help of the white art paper, I made the sun and colored it and pasted it on the black paper with a both-sided tape. Then I placed the pebbles randomly on the black paper, and the rest is the reflection of light. I managed out to give the effect with the help of a candle, a torch, and three mobile phone torches. And after that, ESE provided us with a Google form to send the artwork. And 1 week later, ESE sent me an email congratulating my artwork. And you can see certificate from ESA. Moving on the occasion of the International Science Day, ICTS, you all know, I think, International Center for Theoretical Sciences, has organized an online platform for a painting competition, and the theme was peace and development with the help of science. The eligibility was 10 to 15 years. I drew this painting showing how and what objects were created with the help of science from the ancient to the modern period systematically. I sent the photograph of it, and they liked my creation and shared it in their Facebook page, and promised us means those whose artwork was selected to give some gift. At 22nd or 23rd December of 2023, they sent me a gift package consisting of two full-scale copies, a notepad, and a paper microscope, which was really cool and fascinating to me. But I never thought that I can participate in this field practically and can help the space scientists. I was just a young passionate but never thought to work. In 2021, one of my neighboring uncle has given me the number of Sobhanacharya sir and has told me a little about his SS Citizen Science group. But before that, I never knew what is the meaning of citizen science and what is the work of the citizen scientists. I only knew what citizens and what is science, but did not know the combined meaning of these two words. The next day, Shobhan sir called me and told completely about citizen science and his team as a citizen science group. At first, he met me with the Astro Research campaign. Amritanshu and Gaurav sir has told already, and it's being run by the International Astro Research collaboration with NASA as partner. An asteroid is a minor planet, which is an object that is neither a true planet or a comet. You can say that orbits within the inner solar system with no atmosphere. This we are means the Pan-STAR 1 and the Pan-STAR 2 observatories and telescopes supplies us with the slides which are located at Hawaii. Till date, I made some preliminary detections and two provisional discoveries. You can see I am showing the provisional discovery certificate number 1 here and number 2 here. Then came the supernova hunting project of Zooniverse. Zooniverse is the largest citizen science platform, as Gaurav sir has told, of the world. Several citizen science projects are there in the universe based on, you can search for physics, chemistry, biology, medicine, literature, weather and climate. And space is also one of the important of them. Many people ask me that what is supernova same as kilonova? As kilonova hunters is a project available in the platform. Actually, kilonova are some of the biggest and the baddest stellar blasts in space, which is 1,000 times brighter than a nova when a dwarf planet erupts, but is not as bright as a supernova. The supernova hunting project is also available in Zooniverse platform, and it's also an interesting project dealing with the supernovas. And my name has been published in their website for discovering the transients. And till date, I have discovered 3 transients. And you can see my name is there with Ashok Ghosh, and my name is there, and Giovanni Palumbosa. And another interesting project in this platform is the Daily Minor Planet project, which is the asteroid hunting project of Zooniverse. The Galaxy Zoo, here you can see the Daily Minor Planet project. I have shown one sample slide. And the next is the Galaxy Zoo project, and the where what is the galaxy classification project of Zooniverse. And I am not telling much about this project, and I am moving on. This is a Star Notes project, which is a very interesting project dealing with the diaries of the Harvard University from the beginning. Then came classifying. Okay, now let me show you the certificate which came from Harvard and Smithsonian for the classification of the Star Notes project. I have classified, means I have participated for 10 hours in that project. And then came classifying the galaxies with National Astronomical Observatory of Japan, which is the NAUJ. And the name of this project is the Galaxy Cruise Project. It's a project where we have to classify the galaxies based on their form and shape, whether they are colliding with each other or not. National Astronomical Observatory of Japan conducts two special campaigns in a year, one in the summer and one in winter, which were running from the December till January, where classifying the required number of galaxies will put your name in a lottery where you will have a chance to win a greetings card and a calendar from Nauj directly from faraway Japan. When I classify the galaxies, the color of the galaxies attract me so much, and I think this is where also the reality and imagination diffuses with each other. And I am so lucky that I won a greetings card and a calendar in 2023 and 2024 for two consecutive years. And we are proud of another organization named Pune Knowledge Cluster, an Indian organization who is also organizing the Galaxy Classification Project. I participated it in the last summer, and I was glad to see an Indian organization which is conducting this project. And this is the certificate of participation for 1 million galaxies. I have classified 2008 images. I'm not saying in detail as Gaurav sir and Amritanshu sir has told about this. After that, Shobhan sir told me to do astrophotography again, and the first chance I got was the Moon Over Us campaign by iSTEAM, where I wrote a poem, which you can see in the screen, with combining with an image of moon developed by me from NASA's micro observatory. I also participated for 2 years in the NASA's Astrophoto Challenge, and here you can see that I participated in the Moon Over Us campaign in Padlet, and this is a certificate. Amritanshu sir was there, convener of iSTEAM, Amritanshu Vajpayee sir. And I also have participated for 2 years in NASA's Astrophoto Challenge, in which I have developed two images of a lagoon nebula with the help of their own software and of a crab nebula also. This year's NASA's Astrophoto Challenge is going on, and they have told us to send the developed image of the crab nebula. And at last, okay, I have made the slide. This is the NASA's Astrophoto Challenge. I participated in that and certificate of participation, but it is not the final result. The final result will come after June or July month. I don't know the actual date. And at last, I thank to Shobhan sir as he took the initiative to make a new group, that is Citizen Science Lab Malda, in which we will participate on projects such as asteroid research, gamma radio burst, exoplanet hunting, supernova hunting, galaxy classification. And there will also be a scope to work with international science teams also. And at last, I want to thank as a Citizen Science Group and Hex-Star Universe to give me such a chance at a very young age. I also thank to all the senior citizen scientists who have helped me a lot and I hope for more help from them in my future. And I am promising that I will help my enthusiastic juniors with my best if they need something from me. Thank you for today. It's all, and thank you. Good night.
Khushi has posted. Yeah, Khushi Singh ji has posted. Yeah. So yeah, definitely, I do not know what is the citizen science program that you are talking about, because a lot of citizen science programs were being discussed today. But yes, with regards to the second portion of the query that you have posted, that yeah, this International Astronomical Search Collaboration has got NASA as partner, and you can even see this IESC program reflected under Do NASA Science as well. And so yeah, I do not know from where you had learned, but there is a joint campaign that is being carried out by Shobhan sir and I under the banner of International Astronomical Search Collaboration, that is Saptarishi India as a Citizen Science Asteroid Search Campaign, and that's a monthly campaign that's being regularly organized. I cordially invite you to come in touch with Sri Shobhan Acharya sir. His number was being shared by Dr. Gourav Banerjee also, and from which you can come in contact with him. And then, of course, if you have got any doubt with regards to the software, yeah, the software is the Astrometrica. We are always there to help you with regards to that. And you just become a part of the community and share your doubts. And definitely, we will try to resolve in the capacity that we can. And at the same time, yes, definitely, this SS Citizen Science Group provides you a lot of opportunities with regards to asteroid search, with regards to Do NASA Science, other citizen science programs, Zooniverse, etc. So remain in touch with Shobhan sir, and definitely you can become a regular participant to such citizen science programs. And also do follow Hex-Star Universe for the series of the talks that they are carrying out. You get to learn a lot with the professionals that they are bringing on board every time. Thank you, Kushiji.
Yeah. Is this kind of project? See the Safkat, right? So there is no age limit for any of the citizen science projects, right? As much as I know. Yeah. So there is no age limit. You can do citizen science wherever you want. Yeah. So I guess, am I correct, Amritanshu ji?
Yeah, definitely, definitely, sir. No age
Yes,
limit,
so you are correct, but
and even no bound.
Yeah, even though you are telling something.
Yeah, actually, I just was telling, and even no foundation from any particular stream also for a certain set of projects. Yeah, for RAD at the rate home, yeah, definitely you have to have a little bit of
graduation level.
Yes.
Yeah. So for RAD at home, you need to be a graduate student, graduation student, but otherwise you can join anytime. Yes.
and sir, the projects means the painting competitions which are going on with this space. These those are age limited, sir. I think there are for different competitions there are different age limits.
Oh, okay. That you have to check. Yeah, whoever is joining, you need to check these things first. Yes.
Yeah, and one more piece of information that I just would like to share, that for becoming a part of this Zooniverse, now you don't have to be a part of any group. That is, you don't have to have any team. Group means in a team. You just remain in touch with SS Citizen Science Group. Shovan sir, he keeps on updating with you with a lot of the projects that are under offering with regards to the citizen science initiation. And then you make an account, you discover what Shovan sir has shared the information over that particular group. And then you can carry on with the participation under the guidance of people like Dr. Gourav Banerjee, and different people are there who can guide you time to time as per the availability of the schedule. Because people, they are professionals, they have got their professional commitments also. So sometimes definitely you have to take care of the time constraint as well.
Yeah, Nafisa. So there is a hi. I'm a first year BSc student majoring in physics and electronics. Yeah, Nafisa, you can join. You can definitely join. Go through the YouTube. Means this video is recorded in YouTube. So all the details have been given. So Amritanshu has given the details of the Citizen Science Group and Saptarishi India. So you can join the group and get in touch with them. And definitely you can join. Without joining the group also you can join. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, I guess for today we can wrap up.
Thank you, sir. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Amritanshu ji, and thank you, Gaurav ji. Very, very
Yeah, thank
wonderful
you.
session.
Thanks to all.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Yeah.
Good night, sir. Thank you.